Gang, 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 we are back. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you do what you need to do with the thumbs up button. It's been helping so much lately. And shout out to all of you that's been tapping in, letting me know where you're from. I'm going to do more content geared toward the areas that tap in the most because I feel like that's where the notifications are going out. And I'd be dumb not to. Anyway, I've been trying to work on not talking so much. But I want to get into an interesting video. We have to talk about the truth is. I love his channel, and he came out with the Rich Homie story, and it's 3 days old. I'm surprised I didn't see it till now. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's watch it with an open mind, and that goes for me too, because when you have a personal connection to these people, I can't lie, it's kind of hard to take certain stuff in. Yeah, and I mean, I've been hearing everything from the wife and the brother were together and this was all planned and all kind of stuff. Watch who you guys listen to also, and definitely watch who you believe. And just because you hear it from me doesn't mean don't do your own research still. I wouldn't sit here and lie to you. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's go. I'm sorry for talking so much. Let's get it.
Pop fans got the tragic news that rapper Rich Homie Quan had unexpectedly passed away. The news caught fans by surprise, as Rich Homie Quan was only 33 years of age, another rapper gone way too soon,
34.
an issue that seems to be becoming normal in the music industry. While Rich Homie Quan's passing is being reported as substance-related, fans are still left with many questions, as he didn't seem to be struggling with a severe substance addiction. This has left many fans wondering if there was something else that led to his passing.
He didn't seem to be struggling. I don't know.
Something that I felt as well. From my research, what I discovered seems to indicate something sinister might have taken place. As like many deaths that happen in hip-hop, there's always more to the story that we're being told. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos and scoop. After tragically passing away, will be given until further tests are done. What is being reported by the media is that Quan was discovered unresponsive by his baby mother. According to his baby mother, earlier that day she had left him in the home sleeping to go pick up their child. When she returned to the home, she found him sleeping on the couch where she left him. According to his baby mother, she then attempted to wake him up, but he was unresponsive and had no pulse. When she tried to turn him over, he began foaming from the mouth. This is when she called 911, with the 911 operator guiding her through steps to help Quan breathe, instructing her to lay the rapper flat on his back. Paramedics would arrive shortly after in hopes of saving him, but it was too late. The 33-year-old was pronounced gone at the scene. Just like that.
I don't feel like bro stood a chance. I really don't. And another thing I've been thinking, y'all, is maybe it was the pressure. You got to think about the case. He said that he has to pay people's salaries and things like that. And yeah, I don't. Let's continue.
The beloved rapper passed away one day to the next with little to no explanation. Not only was his baby mother left in shock, but so were his family, fans, and supporters, as this was a death no one at all was expecting. Even though officials haven't confirmed it was substance-related, this is a speculated cause of death. The thing is, when an artist is dealing with substance abuse, it's pretty obvious. Whatever they're using usually takes over the artist, and everyone can see it. But when it came to Rich Homie Quan, nothing indicated that he was suffering from a substance issue. Don't get me wrong, people pass away.
Other than him stating it himself, I'll say that he stated it himself, that he had an issue. He spoke about overcoming it and this and that, but I still felt like he dabbled in shit with the issue or the things that cause the issue
All the time for taking laced substances, but in this case, I believe is much more sinister than what is being told. I believe that Quan didn't pass away because of taking a bad pill by accident. In my opinion, it clearly appears that he might have been taken out. From my research, it's clear that certain people wanted him out of the way, and this is how they possibly got it done. It seems that Rich Homie Quan's passing is related to the events that happened at the very beginning of his career. See, back in the early to mid-2010s, Rich Homie Quan was one of the hottest rappers out. He came up alongside Young Thug in Atlanta and managed to drop several hit songs like Lifestyle and Some Type of Way. These songs prove that Quan was a promising artist and his career was rising fast, but out of nowhere, he seemed to have fallen out with Young Thug, and his career came to a halt, eventually fading away. While most people ended up forgetting about Rich Homie Quan, his fans were still wondering, why did he fall off so hard? He seemed so talented and proved he had the ability to make hit songs. Well, the reason he fell off seems to be connected to the reason he passed away, and it all goes back to Young Thug. See, back in the 2010s, Rich Homie and Young Thug were frequently collaborating on songs, a part of the Rich Gang umbrella, which was owned and controlled by Birdman from Cash Money. Eventually, this relationship soured between Thug and Quan because of street and business differences. See, Young Thug had signed a deal with Birdman at the time. This is around the same time Rich Homie was starting to build local buzz in Atlanta. So Young Thug linked up with Quan, and they began to make music together. After the success their music was achieving, Birdman came up with the idea of signing Quan as well. He realized he would make a lot of money if he had both Thug and Quan signed to his label. So he began offering Rich Homie Quan a record deal, which at first, Quan was interested in. The only thing is, Quan was already signed to Think It's a Game Records and was being managed by Donovan Nut Thomas. Donovan was opposed to Quan signing to Birdman because he wanted Quan to stay signed to Think It's a Game Records, who had invested their money into him. So Quan decided to turn down the deal with Birdman, and neither Thug and Birdman were too thrilled about this. Birdman wanted Quan and Thug signed to Rich Gang, and Young Thug was willing to do anything to make it happen. This is when things started to go left, as not long after Quan rejected signing to Birdman, his career and his people started to pay the consequences. Not long after Quan's manager...
Listen, it's not pleasant when you turn down Birdman. People don't understand how fickle and how small the industry is. I worked with a dude. Birdman was offering millions. He wanted us to come out to where he was, live the lifestyle, get acquainted with the lifestyle and this and that. The little white dude told him, no, I'm cool. What happened to Lil Wayne? Why y'all going through all this stuff? Birdman got pissed. But our Trader Truth feature was gone. The McConan feature was gone. Future features was gone. Not future, but features that were scheduled for the future. They all disappeared. All momentum stopped. We didn't have people coming to find us and do certain things, but what was done was enough to stop Lil Homie's progression. Real talk, and that was all because he told Birdman no. And then on top of how he told him, as if he wasn't Birdman. But I mean, he's still a man. Yeah, let's go.
Manager stopped him from signing to Rich Gang, he was taken out. On January 10, 2015, Donovan Thomas was ambushed in front of a barbershop in Atlanta. He was struck multiple times and passed away due to his injuries. He was only 26 years old. In the streets, the news quickly spread that YSL was behind the hit on orders from Young Thug himself. This was eventually verified after it was presented in court as one of the reasons Young Thug and YSL were indicted on RICO. After the hit, Quan completely detached himself from Young Thug, while Young Thug was still trying to sign him. This is when Quan was seen online claiming that he was no longer making music with Young Thug. This only seemed to make the problem worse, as Thug felt that if he couldn't have him, no one would. And soon after Quan denounced Thug, it appeared Quan became a target of Thug as well, as Quan was eventually targeted in a drive-by attempt allegedly orchestrated by Young Thug and YSL. According to Quan, he asked Young Thug after the incident if he was behind the attempt on him, which Thug denied. Shortly after the attempt on him, an attempt was made on his father, with his father being ambushed and struck 4 times, but thankfully surviving.
News Since 4, we're hearing from a man who says he chased the demon who shot a popular Atlanta rapper's father. Channel 2's Tom Jones now live in Northwest Atlanta, where police say, Tom...
All right, so you get one manager out the way. Get this manager out the way. What did they think that was going to do? Make bro sign? I mean, that's if that was the case and all. Oh, shit. I messed up.
A couple of days back, Hip Hop, it was presented in court as one of...
Police say, Tom, in a black Honda Accord.
Atlanta rapper Rich Homie Quan.
Quan was well aware that this was all done, allegedly by Young Thug, as a leaked recording started circulating online sometime back of Quan saying out of his own mouth that he believes Young Thug was behind the hit on Donovan, his father, and himself.
Right. My hand was on the spot. I saw it. We are so good. Right.
As you heard for yourself, Quan confirms that Thug took out Donovan, but claims there just isn't enough proof. Basically, Young Thug took out his manager, attempted to take him out, and even tried to take out his father because Quan refused to sign to Birdman.
Me and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan dead at the barbershop. I don't know what happened with Threat and Rich Homie Quan, but I'm a ride with my brother. And they was beefing. And yeah, we pulled up and did that. Okay.
This pretty much confirms that YSL was behind the hit on Quan and his people. Donovan's death is one of the main reasons Young Thug and YSL were indicted, because they're allegedly behind it. What's interesting about all of this is that Rich Homie Quan was set to play a part in the YSL trial, as it was reported a few months back that he was actually summoned to testify at the YSL RICO trial. Now, while we don't know what Quan was going to say during the trial, we do know he isn't on Young Thug's side. If Quan decided to tell his story, it could have been really bad for Thug's trial. Quan was potentially a big threat for Thug's freedom. Now, considering that Thug allegedly attempted to get rid of him and his father before, it wouldn't be far off to think he might have had something to do with what happened to him. There is a possibility.
Somebody said in my comments that maybe somebody close to Quan was paid and given something on a third party type tip, and that I just feel like in my heart, I feel like bro was trying to take the edge off, doing what he normally does. I feel like he was just projecting his, just thinking about things while trying to stay afloat and mentally stable throughout the transitions and changes that were going on, financial to everything. To think that he would have to come on a stand, say certain things, and then still try to do his music career that's already suffered. I don't know, y'all. It's just I'm pulled a lot of different ways, well, a few different ways, but I still don't feel like it was like people are trying to say a sacrifice or some real industry type stuff. I don't know. But when I find more stories that are interesting to me, I'm going to bring them to you all and we'll watch them. So hit the thumbs up button. Give me your opinions, y'all. I'm displaying opinions. We're discussing opinions. I need your opinions. If you made it to this point, say I made it. Keyword, opinions. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.